Hello and welcome to our Festivus rack of 2025. You are watching loopyfrog for the first time in about 2 months, but we'll just let that slide for now and just talk about the polish. So for, I think, the first time ever, I will not be doing live swatches this time. I hope you will forgive me, but I just had to make this as doable as possible for me in my current state of poor health. So, so I have prepped a wheel. Spoilers! So let's get going with our first polish. So I'm starting off with some traditional colours and then we'll move on to some other stuff. And our first polish is Different Dimension, There's No Place Like Home. And this was a PPU in 2019. Wow, this is old in indie polish world standards. And this is a ruby red jelly base with red to gold to green iridescent glitters. You know I love that stuff. And hollow micro glitters. And that's it there in 2 easy coats. Absolutely gorgeous and definitely Dorothy's slipper vibes. Okay, the next one is a mini that has been sitting in my untrieds for I don't know how many years. It has no name. I think it maybe just is an oops. And I just thought this is a perfect sort of green for this time of year. And there it is in 3 coats. Now, very unusual for me to need 3 coats for an artist's nails. But there's so much of that really, really pretty shimmer in there. So it's kind of worth it. And how gorgeous is that? It's giving Yuletide vibes. And speaking of oops, my next one is an oops. I don't know how because it's absolutely stunning. This is Dango Foot. And it is just a pure gold hollow glitter bomb, and wow, this needed 2 to 3 coats. I think I did sort of 2.5 coats, what I call 2.5 coats. A little sneaky third, but wow, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Absolutely perfect for the festivities. And the next one is a glitter bomb, and this is another Different Dimension. This is Dream Impossible Dreams. Now this is described as a lavender, and I suspect that this has faded over the years. It was initially a lavender, hollow micro glitters in a slightly hollow base and then it's got red to gold to green shifting glitters in there. So yeah, I think the lavender has faded, but I tell you what, it is still absolutely stunning. I just love the combo of iridescence and hollow. And it's just absolutely stunning. I mean, oh, I love it. These are all untrieds, by the way. Shocker. All my seasonal racks are untrieds at the minute because I need to get through them. Alrighty, next I am throwing in a black because mood. And this is Morgan Taylor, The Sparkle in Her Eyes. I have swatched this in a previous video. But it is a nice 2-coater. So it's just a black, but it's got the finest hollow glitters, like micro glitters I have ever seen. It's not quite dust. It's not hollow dust. It is, it's just the tiniest because it's still scattered, you see. And that's it there in 2 coats. Oh, I'm doing that the wrong way around. This is the way Krista does it. I should do it this way. Be more like Krista. So I absolutely love that. And imagine that with some snowflakes stamped on top or something. It would be cool. Okay, so I have a couple new prisms here that I haven't worn yet. And the first is a topper. And this is called Icefish. And I've been wanting this for years. Like Icefish is quite one of her well-known toppers. It's got turquoise to purple to blue shifting iridescent glitters in there. And then it's got holographic curls. She calls them curls because they're not shreds. They're not bar glitters, but they kind of give a little bit of bar glitter vibe, but it's not quite that. Anyway, that is it there over black and white. I just think it's going to be good over everything. And that is it there, 1 coat over a purple, and the purple I used is China Glaze Mix and Mingle. Honestly, I use this so much over this time of year, and I've got about half the bottle left. It's just the perfect medium purple. It's not too cool, not too warm. It's just, I don't know. I find it a very useful shade. Anyway, So that was Ice Fish. And the other prism is Darkness Always Wins. I know, it's not a seasonally appropriate title. But it's just so gorgeous and I really, really want to wear it. It's described as a rich magenta, but it's kind of magenta purple, you know what I mean. And it's got a blue to purple shimmer in there. And then her traditional scattered hollow effect. It's not linear, but it's still dust. You know what I mean? But it's not scattered because it's more like dust. I would call it hollow dust. Anyway, so that is Darkness Always Wins. And that was just 2 coats. Now, the next one has been in my untried basket for a million years. And that is 90 Sapphire. And I mean, look at this. This is a festive blue, if ever you saw one. And the reason it's been in my untrieds for so long is because I didn't know how to wear it. Because it's really dense, but it's not quite dense enough to build up on its own. And it's kind of too dense. It's not scattered enough to be a topper. You know what I mean. So I've done an experiment. So that is 3 coats on its own, and there's no way you could do more than that. It's still a bit patchy even at 3. So I'm not going to do it that way. So the second way I tried it was as a jelly sandwich, which I haven't done in ages, with this Barry M Blue Grape. Unlike a lot of their jellies, it's not a cream, it actually is a jelly. Probably because it's a really old one. So I did jelly, glitter, jelly. I think that's the way I did it. And I really love how that turned out. I think that works so well because it's, matching shade of the base. And the second way, I did it over a cream, 1 coat over a cream. And the cream I used is OPI My Pal Joey. And I do quite like that. I think that works quite well, but it's not quite as fabulous. So I'm going to call the jelly sandwich a win, and I will probably want to wear it that way. Now we've got a real party shade here, and that is Hollow Taco Party Punch. This was one of my gifts from Femke, so you will have seen me swatch this. Look how fabulous. So it's basically just a pink hollow glitter jelly sort of mix. It's got 3 different sizes of silver and pink hollow glitters in a pink tinted jelly base. And that is it there in 2 coats. And I think it's good in 2 personally. Maybe people with longer nails would need a 3rd. But isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So why not have a pink Christmas? My very last one is a topper by AJ Nails, and this is Twinkle Twinkle. I mean Twinkle Twinkle. What a perfect name for the season. So Twinkle Twinkle is an iridescent topper. It shifts from orange to pink to gold. So I have tried it over 4 different bases for you here. That is it over black and white. You'll have seen me swatch it in a previous video. And that is it over purple, which is really lovely. All the warm tones are coming out. And this is it over a red cream. I used Trended Up 180. Really, really amazing formula. And that is gorgeous. That is very festive, I think. And then because I had this out, I thought I'd try it over the blue, My Pal Joey. And it's different again. Look how different it is over different bases. I just don't know. I think the red is the most festive though. What do you think, peeps? I do love it over the purple. Yeah. That is gorgeous. And that was my last one. So that is my wheel. We started off very traditional and then it all went fun and crazy. Alrighty, so don't forget this is a collab video, so please do check out everybody else's videos, linked down below. Thank you to Joe for doing the list and Amanda organising us all and doing the lovely thumbnails and everything. I'm so glad I was able to make it, even if I had to make it easy on myself. So I've been focusing on my health recently, as you know. I've been working hard on some things, and hopefully by next year I will be up to doing a lot more videos because I have missed doing it. And just a little thanks to all my subscribers for sticking with me, not giving up on me, just for being patient with me while I have the worst health year ever. So yeah, hopefully I will have a better year next year. Wishing you all the very best for the festive season, and see you in the next video. Bye!